After Dark. I'm John Martin, Randolph Childress, Mike LaTulip. We're joined now by the man of the hour, Grant Nelson. Game high, 23 points and a win over Illinois, 187. Grant, appreciate the time, man. Congratulations. Just after Friday, right, and how tough that one was. How good did this one feel? Getting back in a friendlier environment and getting a win over a quality team like that.
Man, it felt great. I really think that our fans helped tonight. It was great to get a bounce back win. Really locked in on the things we emphasized this week in practice. I feel like the last 12 minutes in the Purdue game, we kind of stopped trying as hard. And I think we really showed tonight that we worked on that in practice, and I thought it was just a great night all around.
Grant, when watching you guys today, what was the emphasis coming into this game? It seemed like you guys had concentrated on attacking the paint to set up your threes. Is that accurate, or is it just something that you guys just settled too much, in the Purdue game? Like, what was the emphasis from you guys learned from the last game coming into the bounce back game against the Illini?
Yeah, I think that's like one of the main things we emphasized was getting the ball out of our hands quicker, getting it to shooters. And, we kind of knew how Illinois would guard, like, me and the rest of the 4s and 5s. They kind of try to clog up the paint. So, our guards did a great job getting off the ball quick, the early easy pass. And, LeBaron had like 9 assists or something, almost triple-double. So, big shout-out to him, getting guys open.
Yeah, Grant. What's going on, man? Quick question for you. You just touched on it, right? Like, Illinois is going to clog the paint. Your 4s and 5s going to get open looks. I'm curious what your mindset is in that situation, right? Understanding, okay, they're sagging off me. They're closing out at 15 feet. You going in, you made your first 3 threes. Like, what's the mindset for you as a shooter in that situation?
I think of just the week of preparation and all the reps I've put in, and then my teammates giving me a lot of confidence every day, and then especially this week, just telling me to shoot it whenever I'm open, even if I don't see him go in. I give a lot of credit to my teammates for tonight.
Yeah, I think the other thing too, Grant, is that we know how great Mark is. The fact that you guys can get a win like this by double digits, as comfortable as it was with him having 0 points, what does that say about your team and your potency?
We're deep. We got so many guys. We got dudes who are redshirting this year who would probably play almost anywhere else in the country. So, it shows how deep we are. And, a lot of credit to Mark tonight, realizing it wasn't his night. And in a huddle, he said, Coach put Latrell in or whoever it was, put him in. I'm not playing my best. So, a lot of respect to Mark for that.
So Mark made the decision coming out that he should just sit the rest of the game out because it was going well. That was his call.
I don't know the rest of the game, but he realized that other guys were playing well, and he kind of just accepted that. He knew how deep we were. It just shows his leadership, I think, to let those young guys come in and hoop, really.
Yeah, Grant, obviously you guys won a ton of games last year. You make it to a Final Four, have some new faces, have some familiar faces coming back. Like, what feels different about this team? Obviously, a lot of times you compare it to last year. You're trying to get back to where you were last year. What feels the same? What feels different about this team?
Different. I feel like our defense is in a whole different place than last year. I think tonight showed glimpses of our offense of what it could be. But ultimately, I don't think we're there yet offensively. We got the right tools, the right pieces, but, it takes time. It took us a little bit last year too, but, I see a lot of similarities just because we run the same offense, stuff like that. We got all the pieces, but, defensively, I think we've changed the most, and then our depth. I think we got a lot more depth this year than last year.
Yeah, and then finally, Grant, we appreciate your time. Go ahead, RC, if you got one, you can close it off. Sure.
No. My question was on your guys on the defensive end of the floor. I think Cliff Amore, we know what the reputation of him coming in there. How would you say his transition has been with you guys? I know he was in foul trouble tonight. and then it forced you to have to play some 5. But how has his transition been and what he's meant to this team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was our biggest thing last year. We didn't really have a rim protector. That's kind of where we lacked. I mean, I was guarding the 5 a lot of times last year, getting in foul trouble. But I think he's starting to learn a little better. Keep the flow offensively, and then I mean, he's known for his rim protecting, but I mean, he's got to stay down on some of those shot fakes, man. He's been fouling recently.
Hey, Grant, man, congratulations on the win. We appreciate the time, and have a great rest of the season, man. Thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate